If this video found you, it's your sign to start now, not tomorrow. Now, I don't mean to make this video sound generic and like those other videos that say, oh, start now, because tomorrow never comes and you'll only be sitting on the same information for so long. No, not at all. I'm making this video because I'm getting started now, and I encourage you to get started today as well. So essentially what I'm saying is I'm on this journey with you, and we should both start today and move closer and closer to our goals each day. Now, I often told myself for many years that I'll get started when I have the right gear, or I'll get started when I have the right equipment, or this kind of gear, or even when I move, or I'll start when I have more space. But you know what? Last week I decided that I'm just going to get started. Now, a little ironic for this video for me to say that I decided last week when I'm saying don't get started tomorrow, right? But no, what I mean by not tomorrow is stop telling yourself you're gonna wait. That's really the goal. The more you keep telling yourself you're gonna wait, the longer you're gonna postpone. My name is Azariah. I go by As He Made It. I'm a music producer, video editor, videographer, photographer, and DJ. I usually lump all of those up and just call myself a creator, but for the sake of this video, I'm telling you all the things that I do because I'm introducing myself. So, why am I getting started now? Well, I think I should actually let you know what my goals are. For starters, I'm not much of a person I'm not very transparent. I'm not a camera person. I'm very self-conscious. To be honest, making this video is kind of hard for me because I'm just overly worried about myself in a sense of like not saying the right things or not making sense. And it's just like, the more, and this is kind of where I had to step out of my comfort zone. I had to stop telling myself, you know what, as long as you look to be perfect, you'll never achieve your goals. And this is note to self, by the way, but I'm pretty sure a lot can relate as well, So my goals are to be authentic music producer. That might sound weird because it's like, well, wouldn't anybody be an authentic music producer? Yeah, however, I'm a little different in my approach. And I say this because I don't want to necessarily be the super big producer, kind of like Jay-Z is or Kanye West. Although I will have some level of acceptance to being that big, I don't necessarily desire to be that big. You know what I mean? I actually more so just desire to make music that resonates with people. That's really my biggest concern. Now, initially, I wasn't going to start this YouTube journey quite yet. I was actually going to wait until I moved because where I am currently, I don't have much space. Over the last couple months, I have noticed myself in this space of extreme clarity. Like, I have never had so much clarity on life. Like, I know that I'm supposed to be a music producer. Like, I know I'm meant to make music. However, I'm meant to express myself through music and allow people to see those sides of me that I'm expressing. Hence why over the last couple of months, I have decided that I'm going to begin a YouTube journey. And this is video number 1. Now, if you go on my page, you might see 38 other videos with beats and cover art. That was when I thought I just wanted to be a tight beat channel. It didn't work out that way. That doesn't necessarily resonate with me. So I have a lot of studio plans. I plan to acquire a lot of good equipment, not a lot of equipment, but good equipment over the next couple of months or after I move. And so anyways, so why I say after I move. So this is my situation. Where I'm currently living right now is very cramped. I'm living with family right now. There's not a whole lot of space for me, or there isn't space at all actually for me to do what I need to do creatively. Hence why I go outside to record these videos. Me and my uncle have a series going on Instagram for bachata. We go out and we record our videos outside, and so a lot of our creative things are done outside of where we are living right now because it's too small. And it's not really allowed neither in the environment. And so because of that, I told myself I was gonna wait until we moved. However, I'm starting to see that was the wrong answer. Well, I have already seen that's the wrong answer, and that's why you're seeing this video right now. There's been a lot going on in my family for the last few months, really since the year started. I mean, with the living situation being one of them. I also just went through a family death of a close family member. And so, things is tough, okay? I really don't mean to go too sensitive, but I'm kind of sharing my thought process. And it's like, we got to get started somewhere, you know? Why am I deciding to get started now? Well, because waiting and waiting and waiting, eventually I just never get it done. And I'm kind of talking about me personally in a way where, like, I know myself to always tell myself, you know what, I'm gonna wait until this, and that, and then I usually don't get started on it. But so this is actually a step for me. Like, I usually don't get started on these things. I decided that I was just gonna do it anyway. Also, I'm heavily into film production. And so I kind of thought to myself, because the plan a couple months ago was, after we move, I'm gonna start this YouTube journey of showcasing my music production. And what that's going to look like is I'm going to be recording myself making music and also explaining how I make music, and kind of make it like an educational kind of thing, right? And even just kind of do vibe sessions as well, like just make music, vibe out. And you know, as I mentioned before, I'm a DJ, and so I also plan to bring DJ content to the channel. So that was the plan. The plan was to actually just wait until I can do all that, right? But as somebody who's in film production, I also realized this, is that jumping straight into those things, music production, DJing, and even my other creative processes, it was gonna be a little awkward. Because, I mean, I'm jumping into this and not a whole lot of people know me. I won't really have the subscribers, the views. People won't really be familiar with me. And I'm not saying that I have to wait until I get subscribers, because I can very much start. I can start there, but I would kind of want you guys to get to know me. Right? That's why I say something about the subscribers and views, not necessarily for the subscribers and views, but really to set a foundation for viewers to know who I am. This would make it a smooth transition, is to go from this kind of content of people getting to know me, going straight into making music and showcasing my creative processes. So, kind of chose a long way to say it. Also, the reason why I brought up film production earlier was because, as somebody who's in film production, I mean, storytelling goes a long way. I mean, it's like, if I didn't start this part now and went straight into the creative process, it would be kind of awkward, you know what I mean? It's just like, it's like watching a movie and not getting any backstory on anybody, and then just go straight into the plot. And, you know, as somebody who was highly interested in that stuff, yeah, that kind of content doesn't do very well. So, I say all that to say, this is what I'm doing right now to get people familiar with me. Now, I'm not gonna lie, making this video feels just a bit unnatural, just for the simple fact that I haven't talked on camera in a very long time. I mean, I've actually been making YouTube videos since I was like 9 years old. I mean, I wanted to be a YouTuber from the time I was 9. And, you know, I would consistently make videos, but that didn't work out because I appreciate my family for caring for me, but my family kind of projected their paranoias of me making YouTube. A family member expressed that, you know, especially as a kid, you know, they were concerned of things happening with my safety as far as making YouTube. At that time, of course, I was already tech savvy. I knew how to take extra safety precautions when it came to YouTube. However, they didn't know that about me, and they wanted me to stop. And so that's kind of why I didn't carry on with it. They then allowed me to do it, but then I just kind of lost touch with it. You know, after a while, you kind of lose touch with things, right? So, but as I'm making this video, I just kind of feel like eventually, you know, you'll get somewhere with this, right? Like, and this is why I'm doing this, is because I'm going to get better at it the more I do it. I mean, really, I'm just rusty. So why should you, as the viewer and also co-creator of your life, get started now? Well, because life is unpredictable, or commonly said, life is too short. As long as you keep postponing life, you'll never live life. You probably heard that 10,000 times, but this is your reminder, okay? At the end of the day, perfect conditions don't exist, and we just gotta be real, okay? They don't exist, and the second we tell ourselves we're gonna wait for better circumstances or wait until next week, the more we tell ourselves that, the more misaligned that becomes. You know, waiting is misalignment. And I say that because we know the things that we're supposed to be doing, but we're not taking those actions. Therefore, it's misaligned, because then you're kind of misaligning yourself with your goals. And if you misalign yourself with your goals, then you create too much space in life for other things that are not aligned to happen to you. Let's stop waiting, all right? You know, like I said, perfect conditions don't exist. I mean, the fact that you're taking action today and you're just getting started, I mean, that's perfect within of itself because it's true, okay? You're now operating at a level of truth. Whatever you are looking to do in your life, whether, you know, that be start making YouTube videos or getting a job, a specific job, or going to school for something, whatever it is, there's always something you can do to start moving toward that bigger goal and achievement, or that grand achievement, I would say. Now, while it might not be getting started on the big goal right now, you can take micro steps toward that. Like so starting little things today that take a step toward that bigger, grander achievement. So, you know, for instance, like with this or with me, I want to start showcasing my music production and my creation processes when it comes to me as a creator, right? Like me, when I create videos, music and all that. Me making these videos, it isn't the grand thing, but it is a start to building that foundation. So there's always something you can do to build a foundation. And so even if it's not directly jumping into a job, you could probably start with getting a better schedule, probably a better diet, probably getting up at an earlier time in a day or anything. I don't mean to sound like I'm being hard on you or anything like that, but there's always somewhere you can start. You know, you're sitting there in your car with the engine started, you know what I mean? You have the ideas going, you have the capacity, you have everything that you need. The biggest issue for you right now and for me is just letting your foot off the brake. That's literally the only issue or the only thing in the way of stopping us right now. So don't go all gas, all brakes, because that causes burnout. You know, I'm not that kind of person who's going to tell you to just go full throttle. No, sometimes you do need to take breaks. Okay, I don't think it was a mistake that taking breaks and break means to stop. You know, two different spellings, but I'm sure it wasn't a mistake that they sound the same. But sometimes you do need to break and pivot, you know, because at the end of the day, you still need to slow down to make turns, whatever you are looking to do. I mean, I'm really hoping right now, because like I said, I'm on this journey too. So I hope I am encouraging a lot of you to get started on this, you know, because you have a bright future ahead of you. And I don't care how old you are neither. I don't care if you're 40 or you 50 and you still want to get started on something, you still got a bright future ahead of you. I mean, and I say that because a lot of folks, you know, who get to know me and they hear that I'm a young man, they say, oh, you got a lot of years ahead of you. You got it. Yeah, but also you do too. You're probably thinking, oh, but I'm getting older, I'm this and that. Again, this is just more reasons why you haven't started yet. So this is your foot on the brake. You telling yourself that you're getting too old, this is your foot on the brake. Let's get moving. All right. I don't mean to make this video too long or, you know, repeat myself or anything like that. So the moral of the video is just get started. Okay, I know that sounds cliche, but it's true. Let's get started. Let's get moving. Perfect conditions don't exist. As long as you tell yourself you're gonna wait until this specific thing is better, or I have this or I have that, you're never gonna start because you're waiting for unrealistic things. I mean, I know the thing itself is realistic in a way but it will make things easier. But then again, it's unrealistic because that time may never come. And that's why they say, you know, because tomorrow, you know, just essentially doesn't come, right? Even if you don't get exactly to the place that you desire to be, you're going to get somewhere grand and it's going to be better, okay? And this is why also, as somebody who has goals and aspirations, you must trust the process, okay? You must trust God and you must trust your intuition. I don't hear too many people say this on the internet, but you must trust your intuition, trust your gut feelings, and follow your heart, okay? I do commonly hear that one though, however. I hope this is all making sense. So, I'm on this journey with you. Let's get started today. This is the first video I'm making. I'm posting this video today, and let's just do it, all right?